do you think should be coming to this summit? What type of people should be coming?
I think for me, the ones that come to my mind immediately are teachers who are struggling in
Mhm.
classes. As I said, when I coach teachers, when I do teacher training, um, I try making it as personalized as possible. And that is when the teachers would open up and tell me, Sonia, we're struggling. We're really struggling. Whether I go to a kindergarten school or I go to university, the story remains the same. A kindergarten teacher and a lecturer both sit down and tell me, Sonia, we're struggling. Why are you struggling? We don't know how to help these children. We can see that they have challenges in their learning. They have challenges with their psychosocial aspects, and somewhere we feel like we're not doing justice to them in our classrooms. So
Mhm.
for me, those teachers who are truly struggling, who don't know who to turn to, who probably have not understood the differences between special needs education, integrated education, and inclusive education, I think this would be a good forum for you to understand at least inclusive education, and then you can figure out the rest, because one way or the other we will be touching on those aspects. The other people that we want to join us in this summit are parents. As I said, for me, an education system is an ecosystem.
Mhm.
So when parents are left behind and forums become too technical and too academic, and the parents feel, oh my God, this is too much. I can't get this. If I can't get it, how will I help my child? You don't want the parent to feel, um, I'm not heard,
Mhm.
or nobody understands what I'm going through. This
Mhm.
summit is there to give them that hope, to tell them that we're here. We hear you. We see you. We know what you're going through and we want to help you. So, one of the things that we have actually, of course, credit goes to the co president himself. This is your initiative. We will be having ambassadors of inclusive education across the continents,
Mhm.
people who will be able to network and help parents or stakeholders network with each other so that we find global solutions to this challenge. So parents, we hear you, we see you, and we want you there. Then of course we have administrators. One of the things that our advisors and experts have continuously told us when we started to talk about the inclusive education summit this year, and they said administrators don't understand what inclusive education means.
Mhm.
Just providing a ramp, or having the um, main switches and doors labeled in braille does not really make it inclusive. Inclusivity also includes teacher training and continuous teacher training. It includes allowing a child to learn the way they can learn best, not the way they want to, because again, we're there to guide them. But they also need to understand that every learner cannot, you know, reach their expected levels every time. We have to give the children room to grow, room to, what's the word I'm looking for? Room for self reflection. So inclusivity goes beyond just policies, and it goes just beyond creating physical amenities. It's about the child. How does a child feel in your school? So the administrators need to come and hear this. And I'm hoping that we'll be having a children's group coming on board, telling us exactly what they want uh, for us to provide for more children like them, so that they can thrive and create for us solutions in the world. I believe that vocational training, which is again one of the topics, we want those people to come on board, job seekers. Another challenge we have is people don't know how to express themselves, how to you like I normally go and tell people, look, I'm an ADHD brain, and it is who I am, right? It is who
Yeah.
I am. This is how I function. These are the
Right.
challenges I have. The other interesting aspect that I happened to find out just the other day, I was talking to somebody about inclusive education locally, and they said, you know what? Employers are struggling. Employers do not know how to train their staff members who may have had late diagnosis. And I found that so incredibly interesting. And I said, you know what, you have a point. Some of us, like I got diagnosed with ADHD in my late 30s. So all this time I was frustrating my bosses because I want things in a certain way. And they didn't know that this is a condition that I sort of have a challenge with. And so all it needed is just a little bit of understanding and accommodation. So I think also those people who are into trainings beyond school life, they too would be interested in this particular summit. And then, of course, we have the policymakers, we have media influencers, we have um, support staff, we have, by the way, there's another topic we have extracurricular activities in inclusive education. We want to promote sports, which we already do as a club, by the way. We have various of our Rotarians who are promoting football for the blind, for example. I believe there's somebody doing netball, or is it
There,
volleyball?
there is a volleyball, but there's more tennis. We have a blind tennis.
Tennis, yeah, for
Yeah.
the blind. Yeah.
Right.
So, what are those extracurricular activities that children who are labeled with disabilities, what are those different abilities that we can explore? Those are the kind of people we want to come, or we want them to join us in the summit. And of course, we are very open to have sponsors coming on board and saying, hey, we believe in you and we want to be part and parcel of this great summit because honestly, I think it's a great summit for anybody in the world who feels they do not understand inclusive education. This is your building block, basically.
Okay. So, and I was thinking also NGOs, of course, that are in the business.
Yes, of course.